Welcome to today's review. Today I'm reviewing in brief my Timex watch collection. In the last video I reviewed 3 of my watches from Timex. Today I said I just go through part of my collection from Timex. These are the interesting pieces that I have collected over time. I'll just go through them in brief. As you can see, these are some of just the collection. I'll go through all of them one by one. So to start off, I usually store my boxes in, this is how I store watches, in a simple wooden box that has a sort of a leather finish and sort of a wooden finish on the inside that has, if I could just show you, this is has a glass on this side. It's a very hard glass. This finish in a velvety fabric mode, and if you see the watches, this is how the watches are. I have 14 of my watches here. This is part of the interesting watch collection from Timex, as you can see. So what I like about these boxes particularly is the spongy feeling of I don't know if to call it pillows or what, but I'll go through each one of these watches in just brief. So we will start with the first one. So I'll move this aside. So as you can see, before I start, today I'm putting on a Pagani design watch. It's a chronograph. I hope you can see it clearly. But I have, I'm confused to where I start from in my Timex watch collection. But number one, today, just in brief, this is the first one I will start with. As you can see, it's a very, it's a Luca, I call it. It's a very beautiful watch with a very beautiful leather. This, I got it second-hand in the market. Of course, it doesn't come, obviously, with the engraved Timex name on the handle, but it's a very beautiful watch. For that matter, it's an old school way of functioning. Of course, with a white dial, with a lot of coloration on the inside. It's a simple watch. It's not a chronograph watch. Just it has date and day, so which means it gives you days of the week plus the date. So it's a normal watch. I like it. These are some of the daily watches. I can wear them because they fit any type of occasion. It could be official. It could be casual. It fits all the bill. So it has. Of course, they came with different colors, but I have the one with the white dial. I assume there are many other types. It has a case diameter of 38 millimeters, and it has a water resistance of 30 meters. Of course, it's a quartz movement. The adjustment on the inside, it has like this big arrow here, which sorts of adjust to tell you when it's the day of the week, and of course the dates are here. I can't remember how much I bought it for, but I would say in the market they're in fetching any high prices by now. I think it's just below $100. I don't know how much because I've not really checked on how the market presents itself now on it. It has this silvery finish on the top. Of course, it needs some work, some polish here and there, but because I keep wearing it all the time, basically that could be the issue. So, watch number 2. This one I'll take off the sponge, because again it has aftermarket straps. I couldn't get one with the original straps. I also bought this one second hand. This is the Timex Waterbury. It's a chronograph. It's a full chronograph. It's not properly set. I've not used it in a while. So, but basically it gives you the second, it gives you the minute, it gives you the hour. It has the, obviously because of the lighting system you can't tell, but it has the indiglo. I hope you can see when I release the button, the light, there's a background light. So that is the indiglo as mentioned. This is also another watch I tend to wear a lot. Well, because of the comfort and again how it just fits every day of the week. It again integrates with how much I love this. Is, I call it like a sporty watch. The strap is kind of worn out. I need to do a lot of replacement of straps, but I can't find genuine straps from where I am. But it's something I really consider doing, because it has this texture finish on the strap, which is one of the part I don't like about it. It might look interesting, but I don't like how it appears like that. But it is again another of the dailies. This one I can wear it every day. It has a mineral glass finish, crystal mineral glass finish. It has a chronograph as mentioned. It's a quartz movement. It has a case diameter of 40 millimeters. Case thickness is around 11 millimeters. And it has a water resistance of up to 30 meters. So normally with this water resistance, I've never tested any of my watches. I don't go into water with them because obviously because of the leather. I only have about 2 or 3 watches, maybe less than that, with the rubber straps. I wouldn't fancy going into water with my watches, because buying watches second down in the market will obviously sometimes have sealant issues, and I don't want to get my watches into trouble, so I'd rather just stay with them. Then with the black, it could appear black in the camera, but it's some sort of a chocolate finish on the inside. It has some sort of the writings are again sort of dialed down brown color, so it's really amazes me how it looks. Plus the white, the hour and the minute hand have the white finish. This is where it glows after it's been exposed to the sunlight. Again, another watch I really like. I don't know what should I say about my. From the 2 watches I've reviewed, you can easily tell the pattern. I'm sort of a person who, especially for the Timex, I like the dark dials. Plus, again, this has the same writing and the same chocolatey finish like the one I've reviewed before. Again, this is a chronograph. It's a Timex Expedition. It's a chronograph. It only has a date function, but it has a second, minute, and hour function. So this is another of the daily drivers. I have used this watch more times than I can remember. It has this chunky feeling when you use it. You really can't tell until you have it. Then you kind of realize that this is sort of a chunky watch. It isn't that big, but I guess the case width is what makes it a bit chunkier. It has a 12 millimeters case width, and the dial case is around 42 millimeters. It has a finished material of brass, although it's dark and brown, so it doesn't get really scratched a lot. And I've used it a lot, and you can see many scratches. It has again a crystal finish on the glass, thick glass, very strong glass. It has fallen a number of times. I've hit it a number of times, but no scratches and anything else. So what to say about these watches again? This is the only watch with that I think I could do with the second-hand market straps. Really good straps. This one's really good straps. No creases, no nothing. It's written genuine leather, and I guess it is genuine from how it has behaved. I'm assuming it's genuine. Then the finish, the stitching and everything just makes me, again, I love this watch more. The feel of the dials, again, such a masculine feel. The extended crown, the size of the crown is also so good. The chronograph buttons, again, solid feel about them. So this is another of the watches I love. It was model year around 2012, so it's an old model in the market, yes, but you can't find them now, and I again think that this should be in the region of just above or below $100. Could be more depending on the condition and who is selling and where, but I think it could be just about the $100 mark. Some places around 80, 90. So budget watch, just for fun. So an interesting watch. It's another chronograph. This is another Waterbury. It's another Waterbury Timex watch. This, apart from me not wearing it daily, because obviously I find it like a bit of a keeper. I just don't want to sort of damage it, because it has a lot of features that I like. Obviously, it's a full chronograph. It is gives you the date, minute and hour. It has this finish, bluish, might look dark or blue or black in the camera, but it's sort of a bluish finish on the interior. Then with the white specification on the inside. Then there's a pinch of yellow on maybe the hands. A pinch of yellow just brings out the contrast in with the silver. I think it blends so well. I'm hoping the camera will show it well. It blends so well. It's a chunky one. This is a chunky one, more than the one I've reviewed before. It has a case diameter of 42 millimeters again. Seemingly it's 12 millimeters from the one I've reviewed, but this feels a bit heavier. It has a weight to it. Again, the straps are aftermarket. This one, because I don't put it on a daily basis, I can't tell the condition of the strap. I've worn this watch maybe this year, maybe once or twice. I can't remember. It's already towards the end of the year, but I've done maybe not more than 5 times this year. The chunkiness of the crown, again, something I love about it. The chronograph, obviously, the crystal finish on the glass, something I love about it. The dial color, they call it gray, but believe you me, it's sort of a bluish gray, if I call it like that. So far, I've reviewed 4 watches, and all of them are leather strap. You can tell the pattern. I really love leather strap watches because of the adjustment part, and my skin also sort of reacts differently to steel. Although I have a couple of steel watches, so Citizen watches. I don't think I have any chronograph, any Timex that has a steel strap. That is my preferences of leather straps. I didn't show on the previous watch that this also has an Indiglo. It has an Indiglo. If you look closely, you'll see the Indiglo. These are some of the features I like about Timexes. This one holds for a bit. It holds for a second. The other ones just go off immediately, but this one holds the Indiglo for a bit, of a few seconds, maybe 5. I forgot to tell you about that. This one is another interesting Timex. At first, I wasn't sure about if it's a genuine Timex, because this is also another one I bought off the second-hand market, because you can't find it new, obviously. It's a Coastline Diver, 43 millimeters case diameter. It has a fabric strap. This is as genuine as they get. This is the original strap that it came with. A proper leather one plus a fabric finish on the top. I have misused these watches. Specifically this one, I've really misused these watches. So what are the features of this watch? Obviously, it's a date only. It has the rotating bezel. Just to show you, it has a rotating bezel. I like the solidness of this watch. This can go to depths of the earth without feeling a damage. It's really a solid watch. Taken a beating, because you could see it has scratches here and there. It has taken a lot of beating, this one in particular. Important feature, it has the Indiglo, but I guess because I've not used it in a while, the Indiglo is weak. But I believe you it has a proper Indiglo, a proper orange Indiglo. This one just goes out almost immediately. It has the Indiglo solid finish, even on the top, the back solid finish, and of course the straps, as I mentioned, as original as they get. Even the handle has the Timex logo inscribed there. So one of my favorite Timex watches, if I'm being honest, because I have misused this watch. I have taken it everywhere. And again, it's a weekend watch. This one I don't really fancy it doing the daily or a week or official watch with dressing with it. I don't fancy it. This is a Timex Pilot, one of the most complicated watches I own. I really can't tell you what are the functions of the watch and how it. I learn every day with this watch. I can't really tell you what it does, because it just has a lot of movement, has a lot of function. The case Diameter is big. This is a 47 mm. It has a water resistance of 150 meters. It has a chronograph movement. It has, but it's a very complicated chronograph. It has different functions. From what I keep using it, gives you different functions. Of course, it has the screw-on crown function. So if you want to lock it in, you just press and screw it on so that it doesn't adjust the watch on your own. So as I mentioned, it has the chronograph. As you can see, the yellow dial is moving, but the contrast of this watch just makes me happy that I own it. It has the white dial with the black finish, and with the yellow patches here and there. A solid watch, this one. As I mentioned, because of the confusion of how it functions, I've never really tend to get really into the functionality of it. I bought it in a very good condition because it has the film. I've never really taken off the film. I don't fancy taking it off, just preserves it. Has the original Timex strap. Again, one of the reasons why I don't really wear it on a daily, because getting these straps is sort of a problem. It had a problem. I took it to a place and it was repaired badly for that matter. That's why I don't fancy using it every day. So this is the Pilot Timex, a lot of functions. The bezel also rotates, but not with the sound as the other one. My hands are slippery, but it has a rotating bezel, so I love it. I put it on maybe on weekends also, once in a while on official functions and just like that. But it's part of the collection. Sometimes you get what you want, sometimes you don't. Because I had expectations of it, and maybe it didn't meet all of the expectations, although it's a bit chunky expensive. One important function it has the flyback chronograph, and also a second time zone. This one does not have the Indiglo, unlike the other Timexes I own. Nothing much to complain about. I really don't fancy it to have any effect on how I like the watch. It's a keeper. This one is not going anywhere. On the market, probably $300, $250. From the good conditions ones I've seen, I've even seen a piece for maybe upwards of $300 and something thereabout. So it's quite, not I would say pricey, but it keeps its value because it's also not a new watch. Stayed in the market for a while. So Timex is this one. This is called Timex Metropolitan. As you can see, again, this they say has a lot of functions. I've used none of those functions. It has an activity tracker. Probably needs an app. I've never downloaded the app. It has a Bluetooth function somewhere here. Never really used it. It also has I don't call it a chronograph. They describe it. There's no way they describe it as a chronograph, but it has dials that do different functions. It has a case diameter of 42 mm and a case thickness of around 12 millimeters. It's a 2017 model. Straps. It came with the rubber straps, but I couldn't get them with the rubber straps. But I prefer these ones. It's a good quality leather. And because it blends so well with the blue. The only other issue is that this glass came off. It fell and the glass came off. So when it was being repaired, I think it was not really neatly done. So I find that it has a bit of stains here and there from the glue that was used. It has the Indiglo, but the Indiglo doesn't work. Could be another issue because I bought it second-hand. No regrets at all because I bought it for a throwaway price. So these are some of the watches that I have to take time and know more about them in the collection. Well, because I don't fancy it. I don't remember the last time I really wore this watch. It's just that it came into my possession and I said, well, because it's there, let me just take it. But I have ended up not liking it as much as the other watches. This is a Timex Intelligent. It's a Timex Intelligent watch. The funny part is that they describe this watch as a woman's watch. I really can't tell where the woman part comes on. The sellers that are selling it as a female watch. Not really from where I see it, because it has a masculine feel about it, apart from the glittering, a few glitters here and there. really don't care about it. It has a case diameter of 42 millimeters. I hope you can see the glittering part. It has this golden finish on the inside, and then a textury white dial. It has some texture inscribed in it. The camera can't really show it clearly, but it has a texture inside. I like the texture finish. It has a case diameter of again 12 millimeters, not as thick. It has a lot of function. This tells you the month. It tells you the day of the week. Something else I need to learn about using it. It has only the crown and 2 other adjusters on the side. Never really used them. It's because it's something that just came up in my radar. I haven't stayed with it long, maybe a month or so with this watch, maybe 2 months. So I've never really taken time to go through it. So when I'll go through some of these watches in detail. Today is just a brief on some of my Timex collection. So one of my favorite Timex watches, if I say so also. This one at least I took time and studied how it works, or it has a glow even without really doing anything about it. That's the flexibility I love the watch. So this is the Timex Expedition. It has the tide, temperature, and compass functions. So depending on what you want to do, the camera can't really show you, but it has both the function to tell you the tide if you're somewhere where there's need to know that. The temperature, it will tell you. It does both in Fahrenheit and degrees Celsius, and also the compass. So the compass is the most interesting part. So to activate the compass, and then now as you see it's sort of adjusting. So the compass is on. The compass stays for a while and then it moves on. So I love to use the Indiglo for you to see. This is the best Indiglo. So one of the best Indiglos I've ever seen. It takes a while. So the compass will reset after a while. It will go back to the default. Either it was telling the tide or it was telling the compass. So it's back to the default. So now it's telling the temperature. Take time to adjust, obviously, because I'm holding it with my hand. It could read wrongly. It takes time to adjust, but just enjoy the Indiglo. Something I love. It stays on for long, and the difference in coloration. It has a white dial, but it comes on as blue. So this is one of my best watches. They came in different straps. I have this leather strap. It's not the original one. The original ones were silicone. It has a very different feel of how I would have a thicker strap. I'm looking for one. I'm actively scouting for the original ones, but the leather, it ain't bad. It's genuine leather. So this is a very sentimental watch for me because I've been wanting it for a long time, and when I found it, I knew this is what I've been wanting from the Timex. It has a case diameter of 45 millimeters and a case thickness of 13 millimeters with this silvery brushed silver finish. Very, very good watch. Very, very solid watch. So the 3 other Timex watches that I have not reviewed. This one I briefly touched on them in my last video. These are from I will not touch much on this. These are from my Timex Peanuts collaboration, Snoopy. There are 3 versions. I have 3 versions of the watches. This is one. This is another, and the other one is here. So these ones I just touched on briefly in the last video. You can check that out. So I will not touch on this one. So this is among the first ones that I got under Timex. It's a long one and has a lot of problems now. It's an automatic movement. It has no Indiglo. It is the only notable thing is that it's a power reserve. So you can see this lower part. This is the power reserve. It tells you how much power it has from the winding. So it's a winding watch. It has a mechanical finish. You can see how the mechanical movement is on the inside. I really love it, but the problem is develop problems with the movement inside. So the date kind of sticks in movement. So it has complication. It needs work, but it has a black dial. They came with the metallic straps, but I've never really had them. Never really liked the metallic straps, so I preferred keeping them the way it is. It has a water resistance of up to 50 meters with a case diameter of 13 millimeters and with a case thickness of 13 millimeters and a case diameter of 42 millimeters. So the one thing I like about this watch is that the simplicity. It can be worn every other time. It can be official, or it can be a casual watch, but either way I love it. This is the last one on the review today. Just a brief touch on the watches. This is the Timex Weekender. It's called the Weekender. It's a chronograph, full chronograph, date only. Has the Indiglo, of course. You can see the Indiglo. They noted all the Timexes have the Indiglo. The only issue I have regrets with this watch, okay, it has a blue finish, dark blue, navy blue finish with the white offsets. I would have gotten the white, the one with the white dial. That looks so pretty. If you look at the online images for this watch, the white one has really good finish because it has sort of golden touches here and there, and the black finish on the top. This is brushed silver. That one has a full black. That's the only regret, but I love it. So one I keep wearing all the time. Not original straps, but I love the breathable straps because where I am there's a lot of heat. This does well in those spaces. Not the original strap and everything, but I love it. I really love all of my watches. I'll review the other Timex watches because of time. The video will be too long if I go to all of the watches, but basically that is just a brief of my Timex collection. Obviously, I have other watches. As mentioned, today I'm doing the Pagani design. I have a Citizen collection, I have a Fossil collection, but I'll try and go step by step because again it takes a lot of time to do these videos, but I'm committed to be doing at least a video a week. Again, with this is not my main work. My main work keeps me busy, and sometimes I miss time to do this edits. As you can see on my wall, some things have changed from the last video. We have a bigger clock, just a simple clock. Tells you on the right side tells you 1/4 simple stuff. On the 6 on the half hour mark it tells you 1/2. On the 9 it tells you 1/4 and on the 12 it tells you o'clock. Simple stuff. Of course, I touched on the smaller one, the Carlson, on my first video. Of course, we added a painting just for the purposes of blending in everything, and then we added this small clock. It's working, believe me, it's working. It's a chronograph, sort of just a table or a bedside clock, nothing much, just for beauty and for placement. So that's all for today. I hope you like the video. If you like our videos, subscribe, and we will continue posting more content. Bye.